Hello. How's your weekend, guys? Well, it's a rainy Saturday afternoon here in Manila. I hope you guys are all doing fine. We are in our weekend episode of our Market Insights, and we are going to review your favorite stocks. And just feel free to drop a comment on the stocks that you'd like us to review. So I didn't post anything before this, so that whoever comes first, then we get to review your stocks. Okay. Good evening. I hope you can drop a comment so we can say hi to you as well. Hi, Donald. Good evening. Oh, good morning at your place. Are you based overseas? Okay. Where are you from, Donald? Oh, so for now, let's just set up our tools. Okay, I'm going to open my Bollinger Band. Okay. Then let's change the settings. Just click anywhere inside there and then format. Then you can already change the color so that it's easier to see. Then here, okay, and I just use the default settings. At the same time, we're also going to use our RSI. Okay, and just click anywhere on the line and you can already change the settings. Let's change it to yellow as well. Let's see how it looks like on the screen. Okay, it's clearer. Oh, Donald from Texas. Okay. All right. Hi, Jonas. Yeah, my live sessions are just very, very simple. I just need to study some editing skills so that all our live sessions can also be a little entertaining, be more creative. Good evening, Rose. Okay. And while waiting, of course, I'd like to promote our channel. I've also uploaded all our videos in YouTube so that we can have another platform where we can also view our videos. And I really like the combination because in YouTube I can easily go back to my videos and then just increase the playback speed over here, there. So I can just increase that, and then what I would normally do on the other tab, I would cross-reference right after the market closes. I check out the stocks that we have reviewed in the morning or before the market opens, and then see if we were right for the day, and then that's it. So I'd like to encourage everyone to also do the same. We never stop learning. Okay, we do our assignment every day, so this is how we build our skill. So please do subscribe to our channel. I am Miss JD in YouTube, and hopefully in the future we can have some time, and then I can have other videos as well apart from the basic market insights. And we're a work in progress in terms of these things. Okay. Good evening, Ian. Hi, Ricky. Also, if you have some questions, if anything about the trading, about technical analysis, go ahead, shoot the question. Because if I do not know the answer right away, I can get that for you, but I'll try my best to answer it. Also, sometimes we also have some viewers here who are already knowledgeable and are willing to share what they know. So just go ahead. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Okay. All right. Ian is our first uh, requester. Let's check out PNB, Web, APC, SMPH, and GFC. All right, PNB, Web, APC, SMPH, GFC. Okay, there you go. So let's go to our. Okay, so promising moves overall from PSCI from the index here. We are now moving in an upward direction, slight retracements, but the index was able to recover right away, and now the upper band is showing us an upward direction. So I would assume that we will have some more green candlesticks in the coming days for our index. And of course, the index is like the basket, remember, where we have all the major stocks in the Philippine Stock Exchange. Um, 30 major stocks listed in the index. Okay, you have the JFC, Metro Bank, all major banks, SM Ayala, so these companies, right? So let's start with PNB. For PNB, okay, so now you are now moving above the upper Bollinger Band, and but you have some resistance over here. So you might see some more green candlesticks in the coming days, but just a price to watch out for would be the 47.40 area that will serve as the resistance. Okay, if you're in it as a long-term investor, nothing to worry because I think let's check the weekly chart for PNB. Overall, you are still at a very cheap level for PNB. Look, yes. Okay, so that's just a temporary or a short-term resistance that we are looking at, and I'm in the weekly chart. But definitely, we are anticipating some more bullish movements for PNB in the coming days. The next one would be Web. Let's check out Web, and it's still loading. Okay, hello Wiki. Can I ask about dividends and how it was implemented? Mm, I'm not 100% sure because I think your question is a little bit broad, but definitely a company gives out dividends if the revenue is good for any given period, and then they want to give back to their shareholders. And you would normally see schedules of the dividends in the PSE Edge. This is a website where all the stocks listed in the Philippine Stock Exchange uh, post their announcements or any updates, and that you also have the schedules of the dividends or which companies are going to release some dividends in the coming days. So, for example, here, if you are going to check, you have dividends here, LBC, San Miguel Corporation. When is their next schedule for dividends? Okay, so they have also, these are all the companies with scheduled dividends. So X date. So these are the companies. Okay. At least you have a reference now, and you know where to find these stocks. And okay. I'm not sure with the question, Wiki. I hope I was able to give at least some information around it. Okay, for Joel, let's check out PHA, ISM, and ABBA for you. For Rose, it's Ali, Wilcon, HLCM, MEG, and GORO for the US market. Sonia, IRC, CHP, M White for Jasper, and MBT. Yes. And let's continue. Vita, green, MBT. Okay, for George. Vita, green. I already have MBT, TNL, Fen. Okay. Hi, Miss JD. Please shout out to David Steven. He is watching your live. Oh, hi, hi, David. Thank you guys for watching. I know we have different time zones. I hope I'm somehow helpful with this initiative that we are doing. It's a learning experience for both the viewers and myself as well, because the more the if you're very consistent in doing this, I know it's going to be very beneficial for all of us. Right? We're building a skill here. Okay, so let's continue. So we have web. The next one we're going to check is APC. Oh, sorry, did I even talk about web? Let's go back to web. Okay, web, we already had a bounce for web, and we have some steady, slow movements for this stock, but the movements are positive moves. So what we can do here is that I think we will have some more green candlesticks in the coming days, but definitely use the upper band as your possible next possible resistance. So check this out. Okay, so that's the next resistance that I am seeing. Okay, used to be a resistance, became a support right here. Yep. So just check out if you have already entered this stock at this level, for example, you're nearing your resistance, which is a profit taking area. But definitely watch out because you might even have a breakout play here. Okay. The next one is APC. Oops, APC. APC, just be extra careful. Although you're already at the support area, okay, ideally, what we should do here is let's wait for, let's say, on Monday, the price starts at this level and most of the action happens on the upside, then we can say we have a good bounce. Because sometimes your support gets broken, and that's the sad thing. Okay, so if you're interested in APC as a trader, make sure you already have set a stop loss level before you enter in the stock. Okay, just in the event your assessment goes a different route. So let's say it does not bounce, then you don't have that much loss. 3 to 5% is the ideal, but it depends on you. Okay, so it depends on your risk tolerance. So still watch out, but you are already at the support level for ABC. SMPH. For SMPH, we already had a bounce. For SMPH, what we're trying to wait now, we're waiting for SMPH to break out of the MA20 level. So when the stock was on a decline, your MA20 served as a resistance, and we're getting nearer that. So for the past how many days, it's been challenging. It was challenging the MA20 line, the resistance area. So hopefully, by next week, we already have a breakout play, meaning break out of the MA20 line. So that would be a very good move right there if that happens, because we're already at a very cheap level for SMPH. At the same time, your RSI is already giving us some bullish moves, giving us some bullish divergence over here, there, right? While the stock maintained at the support area, which is at 34.20, 34.30 area over here. So that's 34.11. But remember guys, it's an area, okay? So it can be slightly higher or lower than that. But overall, we're at the support area while your RSI is already giving us some bullish divergence. See that? Okay. The next one is JFC. I think JFC already had a. Okay, oh, still moving at the support level, but JFC is just giving us a good chance, guys. This stock is really good for investing, and we are at a very cheap level here. RSI is giving us a really bullish divergence over here. There you go. All right. So any moment from now, JFC is meant to bounce. Mhm. Hi, Johan. Okay, let's add C for you. If I bought before the X date and sold it a day after, okay, would I still get the dividend? Okay, so if you bought a stock before the X date and you sell it on the X date, that means you are still qualified to get the dividend. You don't even have to wait after the X date. You can even sell during the X date because normally a stock declines on the X date. All right. So if you want to buy some shares before the X date, just hold on to it. And during the X date, you can even sell it and then still be qualified. Okay. So my recommendation is during the X date, really watch the market because this is when most traders sell or most traders, yeah, sell their position. Yep. Good question. Grace wanted CHP. Yes, I already have that. And PX as well. Okay, let's add that. SMCB for Jardine. SMC 2B. Okay. Okay, so we already have JFC PHA. So let's take a look at PHA. Okay, so PHA is what's happening for PHA. We're already at we see this as a support. Okay, and the reason why we said or we're concluding that this is a support is because this area was hit multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the price landed within the area. Okay, so if you see here at one point it even reached this level. So if I maybe just be conservative, that's your support, which is right at the MA20 line. Okay, so it respected the MA20 area. So maybe on Monday, hopefully the price touches this level and then bounces back up again. So that's the ideal scenario we're looking at. Hopefully it does that. So touches the MA20 line, 0.57 area, and then bounce. Okay. Good thing, right? Because here it did a massive move and then sustained at that area. So watch out for that. Next would be ISM. Okay, so we're at the resistance area for ISM. Let's see. So this is a wait and see game for ISM. There are a lot of promising news around it, but the stock is still moving at a very slow pace. So I'm thinking the market is just, trying to make sure that all the promises that this third telco made, they wanted to make sure that the company is fully operational first before they become more aggressive in their investments here. But I would assume that as soon as the third telco goes live, then we'll have some more bullish moves for this stock. It's just that this stock is really a favorite stock of the traders. M- you know, um, Minor uptrends, small moves, right the next day you also see a massive decline. So you don't really see um, bullish movements for several days straight. Unlike I think like this stock, HA, like this one, bullish movements for several days. See that? I've not seen ISM do that ever, except for the day when uh, you know they were they won. Okay, the third telco, and after that, it's just you know small moves. You had 2 days of massive move, but on the fourth day it declined. So traders always trade this stock, but definitely right now it is already challenging the resistance area. So if we don't have a breakout play, then definitely it might go back to our possible support level, which is at the MA20 line. So it might revisit that before it goes up. But overall, we're already at a cheap level for ISM. Even we already had that bounce because it stayed at the 4 peso area for several days. Okay, so next would be ABA. For ABA, okay, we're also anticipating another bearish candlestick on Monday. We're at the resistance area, and now this stock is just trying to make some retracement. So this is your resistance. It might go back here at the 0.87 area. Okay, so I'm not saying that it'll happen overnight, but I'm just seeing that we might see some red candlesticks in the coming days. Okay. The next one is Ali. For Ali, okay, we have a good bounce for Ali, and we're already at the resistance area. Okay, so you see that. So hopefully, because this stock has a tendency to, when it declines and then it goes up, and then the next day profit taking again, and then it goes up, and then we really cannot tell. But definitely, we're getting near the resistance level. So hopefully, we get some. Okay, we break out of that ascending triangle, and then if we do, then definitely we'll have a brand new wave. Sometimes it does this over here. So let's say it starts above the 49.90 or the 50 levels, then it might go up, revisit this, and then go up. Okay, sometimes it does that. Okay, so how's everyone so far? Hello, you're welcome, Wiki. Ondang, VUL for you. Okay. Good evening, Reynaldo. Fan, Meg, and MPI. Fan, yes, we do have that. Meg, we also have that. And let's add MPI. Okay, WPIA, GI, and now. Okay. Okay, so we're done with Ali. Wilcon this time. Wilcon. Okay, so Wilcon is just having some retracements here, but you're definitely near the MA20 line. And hopefully, this gives us a good bounce tomorrow. Okay, so it might bounce at the MA20 area before it goes up again. Okay, so let's check out the weekly chart. Yep, we're just sitting right at the MA20 level. So hopefully, this gives us a good bounce. Okay, because it touched that area and then boom, it went a little higher, and hopefully it gives us a good bounce. There you go. HLCM. For HLCM, hmm. So I'm thinking I'm a little conservative for HLCM. If you're not in it yet, wait for the stock to give you a chance back at the support level. Okay, this this is what I see. This candlestick looks like this, right? So look at that. If it happens above, it might give you some retracement. So I'm thinking it might test the support level once again before it moves up. But definitely you have a strong support at the 3.80 area. Look at that. Price respects the support area. This used to be a resistance right over here. Resistance. And then a support over here. It broke that line and then became a support again. And it became a support here in this area. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. It might test the support area once again. Meg. Meg. Okay. It broke out of the MA20 level. So I'm thinking we're just thinking we're already at the safe level and we're already at, we might, okay, have a brand new support right at the MA20 area for Meg. Okay. So we're now above the MA20 line. This was your resistance before. It broke out of that and then broke out of the MA20 line once again. So that's your support. Um, let's go check out the international market. Okay. So I have a question, guys. For those of you who are trading the international market, would you like to also have a separate session, like a dedicated episode just for the international market? Okay, so just let me know. You can even make suggestions on how we can make our page more engaging, and we can also have the different approaches in our live sessions. Or if you want me to record some videos, that would be fine, but not too much on the editing, okay? Because I'm not very good in editing. Okay, so we are going to, what you see on my screen right now is tradingview.com. This is where I check out the stocks that I trade in the international market. Okay, and we are going to check Goro. Okay, so what happened here? So we went, it declined and tested this possible bounce area. It went lower than that. So the next line it'll challenge is our point 0.5 level or the 3.49 area. So we might see another, it may not be a red candlestick, but definitely the price will potentially hit this level and we're hoping that it will give us a bounce right away. Okay, so let's check out the 3.49 area as a possible bounce. Okay, hi Geraldo. Uh, sure, Miss JD. Hi, Miss JD. Where can we trade in the international market? Okay, I'm actually using eToro. Let's check that out. eToro.com. This is where I trade. Okay. So let's check out our virtual so that you'd know. Okay. So in the international market, I use eToro and I like the platform because um, it's like a social media of traders or investors. It even has these like in Instagrams where you have a social section. People are able to share their thoughts, their insights about the stocks they're trading. They can share news about the stocks. And let us say I would like to trade Google. It also has so these features, right? The chart, the research. It'll give you some recommendations if Google is already a good to buy. Okay, it also shows you the revenue. I know there's a section here for the revenue there. So these are the information that you will see. Some analysts also have their insights around the stock. And when you trade this stock, uh, say you want to buy, at what price, for example, or you can go ahead and just trade right away. Let's say it's the market is currently closed, but I can already set my order. Let's say 1241, okay, and then I have, let's say, $200. But normally, um, because I'm a little conservative in my trades, I do not use leverage. I I only have a small size in my equity here, and I set my stop loss level. Normally, I set at 5%. So let's say I have $10 over here. No amount. Okay, so there, 5%, and then I set the order. Okay, and I also have a take profit area. Now, if you don't see that, if you do not use any leverage, meaning you are not going to borrow money from the platform, you will not be charged. Okay, so they actually, I think they get their profit in the rates. So if, let's say, the price right now is 200 in here, the price right now is 1239.56, right? But if you buy it, it's 1240.73. So I think they already have added the their profit in the rates. They're already built in the pricing, but you are not charged any fee here. Now, so that's the case. But if you have a leverage of times two, notice the price times five, and there's a weekend rate. Then you click that, and then just wait till your price gets hit. See? Okay. So that's the platform I use when I trade the international market. Um, Ian, sure, more learnings from me in the international market. You're welcome. Yes, the international market. First, how to use eToro. Thanks is going up. Okay, so guys, here's my recommendation. First, try to create an account in eToro. If you have not created an account yet, okay, I'll share the link to you guys. So I think it'll be very helpful if you support us by creating an account using our link. And here it is. I'm going to post it here. Now, creating an account is free. But if you're going to fund your account, eToro is going to give you $50 on your first deposit, and their minimum deposit is $200. And then if you do that, they'll give you $50, and they will also give me $50 as a gift for referring friends to the platform. And I think this is new. You can now just transfer funds using your here. So let's say you make a deposit, because what I did the other day, because I just wanted to test it out, I have Union Bank. I have an online banking for Union Bank, and I tell you guys, it's so fast. I just deposited, I think $50 just to test it out. It'll accept the $50 if it's already your, if it's not your first deposit. But if it is your first deposit, I think they wanted an equivalent of $200. So this is already my third deposit, so it got accepted. So for example, if you have Okay, so their minimum is $50. Okay, let's say like that, right? And then you have your online banking, local online banking, and there will be a pop-up box. Let me see if it'll show. Submit. Okay, do you see that? Okay, it's loading. Now it'll allow you to choose which bank. Okay, let me know if you see it. Otherwise, I'll just do a screenshot of this. So it has BDO, Internet Banking, BPI Express Online, Metro Bank Direct, Maybank Online Banking, RCBC Online Banking, Robinson's Bank Online Bills Payment, and then Union Bank Internet Banking. Okay, so those are the accepted. So it looks like when I click the drop down menu, it's not showing, but those are the accepted online banks. And once you do that real time, it'll reflect on your account. For me, it took less than 10 minutes for the funds to reflect. I had to chat with her customer support just to verify because there was a delay of around 10 minutes before the funds got reflected on my account. But definitely, this one also has an app and it's really easy to use. So I highly recommend that you try it out. And you don't have to put large sum of money there just to try it out. Um, just a small amount would be fine. And then if you want, you can just play around with the virtual trades for a while just to familiarize the tool before you even put your real money there. Okay, and then you can trade. What can you trade? You can trade um, cryptocurrency. There you go. You have cryptocurrency, stocks, commodities, all currencies or currencies, and of course, what's this? All markets. So there's gold, there's oil. You can choose from a lot of options there. Okay, it's a really cool, easy to use platform. Okay, next. The last one was Meg, right? Okay, good. The next one would be IRC. IRC, we're just stabilizing above the MA20 line, and I'd like to plot this area as the support. Okay, so that's our support, slightly higher than the MA20 line, right at the 1.45 level. Okay, and then before it will move up. Okay, so we're expecting a possible bounce in the coming days. But definitely, if you want to get in near the 1.45 area, because overall, we're still at the very cheap level for IRC. CHP. CHP is stabilizing at the support area at the same time. This is the support that we're seeing, and we're bullish for CHP. We might see another green candlestick here because I'm thinking your support is already very strong for several days now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 days. That price area was hit. Okay, now if you want to get in, this is the time you can start accumulating volume. M-wide. Okay, you're already at the resistance area for M-wide. Okay, so it might retrace and go back to the MA20 levels. Okay, this one. So just watch out if you're also interested in getting in this stock because it looks like we're already still at a very cheap level because at one point it reached this area. Just enter here. Okay, so that is the price we're looking at. Next would be MBT. MBT, okay, starting to see the bounce. We had a good bounce last Friday. Hopefully, this is the bounce that we have been waiting for several weeks now. So, see that your RSI is moving up. So I'm bullish. Hopefully, the candlestick on Monday will cross the MA20 line. Vita. Vita. As for Vita, you're already at the resistance area, so it might go back at the MA20 level. Hopefully, this is just going to retrace and not totally reach that part. If you want, we can plot a Fibonacci retracement, and we'll do it here and then over here. Okay. So where did I plot it? Okay. Slight difference. Okay, but key areas to watch out for would be the 1.26 for a possible bounce area. If that gets broken, then this is the next area to watch out for. And then at the MA20 line. Okay? So just be extra careful. We're anticipating retracement for Vita. The next one is green. For green, okay, oh, nice moves for green. I think it's trying to revisit this gap, right? It did a gap down, okay, and now it's trying to revisit that. So this is where I'd plot my possible resistance for green. Okay, this level, see the gap over here. So this is the price that I'm going to be extra careful at. I think some of you guys have already entered at a very cheap level and you're just waiting for the time to take profit, right? So just check this out. Hopefully it breaks that, but I'll really monitor this stock around that area, okay, for a possible resistance. Let's see the status of our RSI. Okay, you're also near the oversold. We're still within the safe zone, but we're nearing that area. And I think this request came from George. Okay. Congratulations in advance, George. I would assume you have entered at a much lower price. Am I correct? Let's check out DNL. DNL has also crossed above the MA20 line. So promising, and we're already at a very cheap level. So I'm thinking we might see some more green candlesticks in the coming days for DNL. Okay, we're also at a safe area. See that? So if you want to get in near the MA20 line around the 9.03 to 9.05 area. That's still a good entry price. How far are we from the? Yeah, so cheap. Okay, so the nearer you are to the MA20 level, the better. Okay, and by the way, when I plotted my Bollinger Band, I just used the default. I didn't change the settings. Okay. Can you please add URC and DD? Very much appreciate link, Miss JD. Okay, thank you, Geraldo. I hope you guys create an account using our link. So I would really appreciate that. Now, URC and DD, and this is for Rose. Okay, minimum fund required for eToro, it's $200. Wiki, yep. Hello, Victor. Okay, so we're done with DNL. Let's go FEN. For FEN, you're also at the resistance area, so be extra careful. We might see another red candlestick um, on Monday. It's triggering, the price is rejecting at the resistance area. Okay. And FEN C. For C, okay, we have a bounce for C. So hopefully we'll, we'll see another green day on Monday. So that's the support I'm seeing. So if the price gives us a chance at that area, so well and good. But thinking we might have some more green days for C. PX. PX. Resistance. Okay, so we might see some retracements as well for for PX. This is the support. See that? So this is the area for our resistance. So retracement, anticipating a retracement for um, PX. So let me just check that over here. Look what happens in your RSI. Okay, around that, right? Almost at the same level, three times this area, and this area, but your RSI is already moving downwards. So if you have already entered this stock, I think you should have taken profit already. Okay. See that? If notice another thing you can also observe when a stock is about to reverse the movements of the candlestick. You only have small moves in the candlesticks. See this area? Small moves, not that big, unlike this one, right? When they're stabilizing at the support and then before it gives us a bounce, like this one too, small candlesticks, stabilizing, small moves, small candlesticks right here, right here. So those are the other characteristics of candlesticks. Next one is SMC2B. SMC2B. September X date is September 17. So for example, I think this is Wiki's question about X date. So for example, you want to receive a dividend for SMC2B. Uh, and you're already at a good level, you actually have a bounce here. So let's say you enter today, you wait, okay, wait, and then September 17 comes, and on the first minute, if you see some signs of weakness, you can already sell your position and then still be eligible for the dividend. Okay, so that's how it is. And then the payment date is October 4th. Okay, you had the bounce, even though it's slightly lower than the MA20 line, but you're still, the stock respects the MA20 movement or area. So we have a bounce. I'm seeing that we have potential green candlestick in on Monday, right? VUL. For VUL, okay, it might revisit this. Two things can happen here. It's either it will create a brand new support in this area because it was hit multiple times, one, two, three, four times. Okay, if not, it might fill this gap. And the next possible support that I see is, of course, within the MA20 line. So just watch out. So we want to see a green candlestick to confirm that indeed we have a brand new support in the 1.31 area or 1.30 area. Okay, if not, this is the next. MPI. MPI, we also had a gap up. And let's see if this is also going to be a brand new support for MPI. Okay, 5.0, 5.10 area. Then the next, if that breaks on the downside, the next area to watch out for is your MA20 area, right? This used to be a resistance. So at least we have two areas of focus. WPI, sitting at the support area for WPI over here. Just need a good catalyst or good news for it to break out of that. But definitely, you're at a very cheap level for WPI, and hopefully it breaks out of that MA20 line so you can have a good swing, possible swing on the upside. Look at that, stabilizing at this level, and your MA20, I mean your RSI is giving us that upward direction. Okay. You're welcome, Mickey. And next would be AGI. For AGI, okay, hmm, not sure because sometimes, when we say that your MA20 can act as a resistance, sometimes it goes above that and it does not sustain and goes back. So this is not a good sign because this candlestick, when this appears at the resistance area, then potentially it might go back. It might retrace. So check this out. Okay, but definitely let's just hope that it stabilizes around the 12.59 area because uh, well, obviously it has crossed the MA20 line, but sometimes things like this happen, right? It has already crossed the MA20 line, but it does not sustain, it breaks down. Okay, so hopefully, so two things. Hope that this creates a brand new support. If not, it will go back here. Now, as for now might also retrace and go back at the MA20 area or the support that it used to have before. Okay, so at the 3.11 area. Okay, there you go. It might go back here. The next is URC. For URC, yeah, it's trying to stabilize at the near the MA20 line, and your RSI is already moving up, and your MA20 is also giving us that upward direction. So I'm thinking we have some more bullish movements for URC. There you go. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Possible bounce. This is already a bounce actually, but I'm seeing that we will have another green candlestick in the coming days. If there are some retracements, just minor, just trying to stabilize at that level. And double dragon. Okay, you also have a bounce for double dragon, and check out the um, first line of resistance. Okay, of course, we're moving below the MA20 line. And notice each time you're getting near the MA20, it is you will be experiencing some price rejection. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. But let's see, hopefully it breaks that line. Okay, so but that's the resistance that I'm seeing. Okay, um, another thing that I'd like to teach you guys, but This is another platform that I use, and I use this when I practice my trades, especially during weekends, because there are no the market is closed. So if I do virtual trade in, let's say, eToro or Investagrams, uh, I can't use them for practice. Okay, but IQ option is actually, this platform has, you can trade stocks here, you can trade currencies here as well. But there's another thing that I can do here during weekends. There's options trading. Okay, so what is options trading? This is really risky, guys. Options trading um, works this way. All you have to do is check whether the price will go up or it will go down. So you click higher or you click lower. And then there's time element. So if you put real money here, within, let's say you set within 1 minute and you say higher, then your money will gain whatever price is indicated here. You can gain 91% profit. Okay, so this is what I do. So let's say today, but I only use, of course, I use this for practice. I just want to validate my analysis. And of course, given that we have some time element included, so that makes it more exciting. So let's try to do that. If you're still, if you are not busy, you can hang, just hang in there and see. And you can even mirror what I'm doing. You can create an account in IQ option, and then you can practice. So this is how you do it. Okay, let's practice, guys. So I have a template here, and in my template, there's a MACD, but that's fine. And then let's change. So these are the indicators. You can choose the indicators here. Okay, so there you have several. And then let's change it to candlestick. Okay, let's see how it looks like on your screen. Is it clear? There you go. So for example, I use, there's a 1 minute, 5 minute time frame, and 15-minute time frame. Okay, so let's try to use the 1 minute time frame, and then you can expand. So you can choose a 15-minute view, so you see a bigger picture, or you can go 2-minute view. All right. So let's check out the 15-minute view. Okay, and then observe. So we might see a possible, let's see, bounce. Okay, so let's click, let's say higher. Let's see if our analysis will be correct after 1 minute. Sometimes you don't even have to wait for um, the 1 minute to finish before you take profit. Let's say you already gained 20% and you want to take profit. You can already click sell. There, for example, that's the case. Ah, it went, so it didn't go our way. Yeah, so this is really challenging. That's why um, if you are to search options trading, I think that's the one that is really really risky, because it can wipe out um, your account in just minutes. Okay, so what I would normally do sometimes, I would trade using real money here, and I would only deposit $10 just to play. And sometimes the thrill is different when you have real money. So I always make sure that my risk tolerance is just managed properly. So I put in $10 and then play a $1 each time. Okay, $1, for example. There you go. You just deposit $10. I would just do that, $10, and then my $10 would sometimes run for 2 days. I would be able to survive and trade multiple. I mean, a lot of trades in just my $10 money, but sometimes, most of the time, it ends being wiped out. So that's the practice that I have every weekend. I use IQ option. So let me know your thoughts if you've also tried this one. Okay, so let's try another trade here. So, for example, I would normally use a 15-minute time frame. At least you will have more wiggle room in case it bounces. Okay, so for example, this one, let's wait till it reaches the oversold area, and then, okay, now it's moving in our direction. Okay, I have 6%. So the amount is just $1. Okay, so maybe it will stabilize in the support area. Now I'm gaining 20% of what I placed, and I say I want to sell. So I gained 2%. Okay, so let's say, because I'm using a practice account. Okay, let's say I put in $100. Okay, it will go down. The downside when you're in the Philippines is that your internet is really, really slow. I tried doing this in Japan, and my gosh, their internet is so fast. When I click it right away, it captures the action. But look, I already clicked lower and my internet is still loading. So it might take some time before it reflects, and then only to execute that at the wrong level. So that's the reason why I would always lose in this platform. See, our analysis is correct. It's going down, but see, my internet is still thinking. That's why it's not executed yet. Okay, so I could have already taken profit. So let's see my transactions before. So let's try this. Check out my real trading history. So these were my trades before. $1, $1, $1. I would only put $10, and then, yep. What? It did not even execute. See, my internet sucks. No, I'm not going to use my real money here. Not now. Okay, let's say up. It's now crossing the MA20 line. Okay. So that's how you practice your trades during weekends. I hope this will be helpful for you. But again, I'd like to remind you guys, options trading is a high risk. It's really high risk because it can wipe out your portfolio in just minutes. So let's say I put in $1 here. If the minute or the time frame ends, and it goes contrary to the direction we want to happen, then you will lose your $1. So that's the thing. So what if you put in $10? What if you put in $100? In just 4 minutes, you can lose your $100. But the reason why I am in this platform is just to simply test my analysis, especially during weekends. So we're now Okay, so it's going down. Let's say it goes down. Let's wait till it goes down. Okay, so if you have any questions around this, let me know. And yeah, the website is iqoption.com. I think I've posted a video about this before. I was practicing and I captured it. And yeah, so try it out. Let me know your thoughts, give me your feedback, and let's see if it will also help you in your trades. And of course, again, I'm highly recommending it just for practice purposes. Okay, guys, because I understand a lot of us here are new and we're still trying to understand and familiarize the ropes of stock market. So don't go for options trading because there's a time element involved and it can easily wipe out your portfolio. This is just for practice. It's okay, Cram. This is recorded, but anyway, if you have a requested stock, it's a weekend. I'm free. I can have an extended session tonight. What's your request? So we're just doing some virtual practice using IQ option. Are you still there? Let me know if you have a request and we can check that out. Okay. So it's going down. Let me see. I think Ram has a request. Okay, JFC and C. Okay, no worries. While we wait for this to finish, let's check out JFC for you. Although I already checked that earlier, but I mentioned that GFC we're still stabilizing around the support area, but we still have a solid bullish divergence for JFC. So if you want to accumulate volume, this is a perfect time because we are about to face a possible reversal soon. We're already at the support level for JFC, and for C, same thing. Um, we're looking at 715 as a support for C. So if the price gives us a chance at the 715 area, good for us. But definitely, I'm seeing that we will potentially have green candlesticks in the coming days for C. Yep, that's it. Let's see what happened. Oh, so our first analysis was correct. I could have taken profit when the price reached this level and just waited for this to just simply go its way. There. So if I want to go binary, um, binary has a longer time frame here. I think it can go up to 1 hour. Yep, 23:15. What when is 23:15? Yeah, in the next 1 hour. So here I only lost 0.09 cents. For those of you guys who just arrived, I am actually using IQ option to practice my trading. We're doing a virtual trading practice here using our indicators. So I'm using 30-minute and then, okay, so let's say overall in a 30-minute time frame, the direction this is about to retrace. So now I'm looking at the 2 minute chart. Okay. So it will retrace, but still trying to give us some upward direction here. But in a 30-minute time frame, this is already at the resistance area. So we're thinking in the next 13 minutes, it will potentially go down. Let's see if our analysis is correct. But in this, you don't really have to wait till you finish the entire 13 minutes. If you're happy, let's say with a 10-minute, 10% gain or 15% gain, regardless, you can already exit. This is binary. You can use a much longer time frame, but I always use digital. And what's good about, oops, it's the same. What's good about this one is during weekends, the profit range is really high, 91%. Okay. All right. So I think that's it, guys. Let me know if you have questions. Oh, Enrico wants to check out FNI. FNI. We already had a bounce for FNI. And let's treat this as your support. 1.66 area for your support. You already had a bounce. Hopefully it reaches this peak or this resistance, because I understand some of you guys may have entered around this level and you're just waiting for the price to revisit that so you can either take profit or exit with at least a break even. So this is the case. This is your support. Okay, if you reach this peak and you see some signs of reversal, make sure you take profit. Okay, don't wait for it to go down and then be stuck in FNI again, right? But definitely, we're seeing some more bullish um, green candlesticks in the coming days. If the price gives you a chance at this level and you are interested in this stock, enter at this level. Okay. Where is my okay? Oops, it already reached that level. It's like this is going to, let's see, continue to bounce. But look, we are already about to go down here. Let me know what are your indicators, guys. Share your indicators. Or are you also using the Bollinger Band and RSI as your indicators? So this is where I practice it. Okay, hopefully it goes down. Overall, for this day, this stock is, what can you say? Is this a bearish movement? Yep, in a 3-hour time frame. So this is really meant to go down. But we have 9 minutes left, and let's see if this stock goes within the direction that we want. Are you familiar with options trading? I use Bollinger Band and MA20. Okay, cool. Yep. So that means Bollinger Band, the middle line. Do you set that as MA20? Because that line is actually the moving average, and you can set your preferred format. Let's say this one. The input slice length is 20. So that's what I use. It's just the default. Okay, starting to move in the direction we want. This has been a challenge for me ever since because I am not an expert in options trading really. That's why when I try to use my money, I make sure that I only put $10 every time, and then my $10 can go a long way. Sometimes I would reach around 80 to 100 trades in just my $10. All right. Yeah, RSI and Bollinger Band. Yeah. So how are your trades so far? Are these indicators working for you guys? Okay, it's not moving in the direction we like. Yep. So that's this website you're seeing is IQ option. 7 minutes left. And sometimes this is what I would do. Within just one time frame, I would put several um, positions. So when it goes up, I take profit, and then when it goes down, I also take profit. So I have several entries in one time. By the way, for those of you guys who have not joined us yet in our YouTube channel, we are Miss JD in YouTube, and we upload our videos in YouTube. So what we normally do is revisit the video right after the market closes. That way I can validate and review my analysis for the day. Because normally, so the rule of thumb is I try to make sure that I give my insights before the market starts and I review it after the market starts. So I don't get bored with my voice. I don't have the best voice in the world. So I would replay it, I would upload it in YouTube, and I just increase the playback speed. Okay, so maybe you can do the same, and it will also be very helpful if you can subscribe to our channel, Miss JD over here. Okay, so far I have 175 subscribers. Maybe you can share this to your wall, to share it to your friends, so we can start influencing them and start engaging in the stock market, like all of us here. Live trade po na yan? No, this is not live trade. Yeah, live practice trading. We're practicing. Okay, so I'm just sharing a platform that I use when I do virtual trade. Yep. So I take profit. It's a 25% gain. That's just $1. Yeah, maybe one time. Let me know if you'd like me to do live trade with real money, but I will only put $10, okay? So I took profit. Let's say if it bounces back up, I will take profit again. So I have two trades within one duration. Okay, let me know your experience, guys. If so, this is not a sponsored video. Okay, so this is just a platform that I've been using for the past. No, I started January actually. I created an account here. I've traded several. I you I've traded with real money several times, but only in a small amount because I don't have that much. I just want to make sure that I just test the analysis that I have. But of course, it's more challenging because right now I talk and I trade, so it's kinda challenging. No, please don't do it. Okay, fine. I won't trade real money in front of you guys. But if if in case, just for just for fun, I can, maybe someday I'll just put in just $10. Okay, just $10 and then trade. Let's see how far my $10 can go with options trading. There you go. Sometimes your first instinct works. Like what happened in the trade earlier. So I tried, it clicked higher, and then it tried to consolidate. I thought it will go down, but we ended with the price really moving higher. So we really have to be patient with trading. We have to manage our emotions. Okay, so let's see here. So we have 2 minutes left. We're nearing the. Let's not use that anymore. We're nearing the oversold level. Okay, and we are going to wait till it stabilizes and create a support. And let's see if there's a bounce. Okay, so could this be a bounce now? Yes, it is. Okay, let's see and let's enter. So oversold, a green candlestick. Let's see if it goes our way. That's it. The challenge is, of course, there's time element. But with how we do things in the stock market, you have the entire day. If you're a position trader, you have how many days. You can wait for several days, but this one, you have minutes. You have to take action really fast. Otherwise, you will lose that money. So that's why sometimes I don't really wait till the time finishes. If I see a 10% gain, I exit the trade. So for example, this one, it's already a 12% gain, 15% or 18% gain for my $1. So that's it. You've already gained. So let's try one more time. Okay. Let's wait for the perfect timing. So let's wait for an oversold. So if the time expires, it'll just refresh. So you don't have to pressure yourself and get in before the time ends, because if you choose a 1 minute time frame, it will just move. Okay, so if it finishes, we have 18 seconds left. Once you reach zero, it will just go back and refresh. See, okay? So we're now creating a support in that level over here at the 1.24 level. Okay, and we're about to finish. So I'm thinking it will bounce. So let's see if it will really bounce. And it did. Now should I take profit? No. Continue to go up. Okay. Right, let's take profit. It's a 10% gain. See, I don't even, when I use my real money here, because remember I put $10, I don't even type in the amount anymore. Wait, what happened to, oh, it's in the other one. It's by default $1 each time. So let's see what happens here. It crossed the MA20 line. It might stabilize at this level. So it's a massive move. So potentially some people will take profit and it will revisit this area once again. The sentiment here is selling. So it might go down and revisit that again. This is what I hate. My internet is so slow. So I'm thinking it will go down. Go down. Just write it now. It's fun for practicing. See? It's really fun. It's fun to practice. So just because it's a weekend and guys, if you have something else to do, it's fine. But for those who have the time, we can practice together, and then you can even create an account on your end and do trade. But I'll show you, and let's practice and let's apply the rules of Bollinger Band, or let's apply the trading techniques using the Bollinger Band and RSI in a virtual trade. Okay, so let me know if what we're doing makes sense here, if it's okay with you. Yep, this is fun. I've seen some emojis with people laughing. Yeah, because we're just trading virtual money here. But my internet is so slow. Okay, let's try this. So I have, let's use, oh, because this is binary. This is 1 minute time frame. Okay. So sometimes I would do that. See, that's the disadvantage. Okay, it will go up. Okay, it did. But let's see if it will sustain up until or in the next 40 seconds. But okay, so I already gained 17, 25%. Okay, should I wait? Should I wait? Okay, I'll take profit. I darn, I should have sold it, not sell. Okay, so it will go down. We're at the resistance area. So let's see. It might go down. Hey, down. Let's play some music. And relaxing music while we trade.
Yes.
Oh, because I'm using microphone, it's not going to play. Never mind. Sometimes when I feel that I'm about to lose and it's so far and I know it might retrace anytime soon, so I would put in another trade. At least if it goes down, instead of me losing $1, I will only lose like a few pennies. But this one is, again, this is the downside. If it goes contrary to our direction, instead of just losing cents, you might lose $2. But looks like we are going to have, okay, see. What? It went up. Okay, I lost 9 cents instead of $1. Okay. All right. So guys, that's it. At least I've shared another tool for you to practice on. Um, this is not a sponsored video, just another bite-sized learning or bite-sized information that I've shared tonight. Go ahead and try it out. And just a reminder, a disclaimer, options trading is really risky. So my recommendation is only use that to practice. Use that to test your analysis, because this tool, you can do virtual trades even on weekends. Other platforms do not offer that, so that's why I found this. So I hope this has helped you. And happy Saturday, happy weekend, guys. It's dinner time for me, and you have a great one. Okay, bye bye for now.